6 out of 10 new businesses fail within 5 years. It's a pretty shocking statistic. Why? Why do you think new businesses fail? What are some of the reasons? Yeah?
Inadequate marketing plan.
Inadequate marketing plan. Very good answer. Why else?
Poor brand management in general.
Okay, poor brand management. Any other reasons?
Poor financial planning.
Poor financial planning. Poor business vision. I think the number one reason most businesses fail is that they don't really understand who their customers are. They may have a great product, they might have a great service, but you know what? Build it and they will come really doesn't work. So it's really important as entrepreneurs to be able to understand who your customers are, why they buy from you. And that's not going to be the only key to success, but that's going to be a critical one. Marketing is really not about just branding. It's not about just creating a nice brochure or nice packaging. To do marketing well, it's really about knowing who your customers are. Being able to identify them through demographics, through shopping behaviors. Where do they go to buy? How much money are they willing to spend on products? And once you can identify that, figure out either the product to service their needs or how you distribute. So, knowing what's in your marketing toolkit, which is really the basis of my book, is really about who your customers are. And that's where we're going to walk through what I consider to be 8 marketing milestones of identifying customer needs to increase your chances of surviving in this where 6 out of 10 businesses fail. So, customers and the so what factor. Knowing who customers are and why they're going to buy from you is never about you or your product. It's always about the customers. You need to know why do they buy from you or why would they consider buying from you? What's going to influence their purchasing ability? Do they need to have enough money to spend $5 on a box of dog food? Do they need to have dogs maybe with health food needs? What are those influencing factors? Once you know that information, you could then have a better chance at really targeting them. And where do they gather data? I had a client once who refused to advertise in one publication. It was a magazine in the shipping industry because he did not like the publication. He didn't think it was good enough. It wasn't a classy publication. Turns out his customers all believed it was good enough, and that's actually where they were going to find information about buying the products he sold. So for 2 years he didn't advertise in there, lost a lot of opportunity because he made decisions based on his own input, not based on where his customers gathered data. Selling is not about talking, it's about listening. When I started my career, I actually was a salesperson for a neurologic rehab company, and I had to sell our services to neurosurgeons. It was probably the most intimidating job I could have ever imagined. I was in my early 20s, like some of you, and didn't know how I was going to talk to a neurosurgeon. And my sales manager said to me, "Nobody wants to hear you speak anyway, Beth. They're there to talk. All you have to do is ask a few really good questions and listen. And if you spend your time listening, then you know what? You'll be able to position the value we have, our services, based on what they just told you." I thought, okay, I'll try it. And you know what? It worked incredibly well. Our region was one of the top sales regions because we weren't talking. We weren't yapping away about every feature under the sun. We sat and listened, figured out what the person wanted, and sold them on the benefits, not the features. The so what. What did it matter to them? Not what it mattered to us, what it mattered to them.